I'm live. How's everyone doing today? I don't know, is people saying that whenever I move with the lights flickering kind of behind me? Does that make any sense? I'm solo so far. I don't know where the others are. It's the same time, just I don't know what's up. Let's see. What line? It's Tuesday. Where is there a line on Tuesday? What's up, AZ Mick? Hello, Chris. Yeah, I know. I think everyone has the irritable bowel this morning. Well, I'm still on the road. I'm on vacation. I'm renting a car today and going out to see what I can find. So there's Jim.
Good morning.
No, we're not.
Morning.
We're not doing that.
We're not.
No. It's going to be that signifies a horrible bad day.
It's already starting off to shit.
Why?
I left the freezer open. I defrosted some shit. It was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, and then
we regress.
And then I had this situation yesterday where I had to talk to someone and work out a thing, and it was like talking to a complete idiot.
You just thought that's my regular day.
Yeah, it was just, just a normal day. No, things are great now. Things are so good.
It's not incredible lighting. When I was on Rachel's stream the other day, I was facing her, that had the windows behind me with all the light coming in. So I moved it so people wouldn't have a little piss off.
What's the deal with that? What's the deal with that whole Potomac River thing?
What do you mean?
There's no cement, and there's all those trees and shit.
It's because it's a real river. I'm in a place where things are real.
No homeless. I don't understand how can be a river.
I went out the other day, hung out with family, went on a golf course, which is on the Potomac River. Let me pull up a picture.
Wow.
So what did I do? So here. So I took a picture from the golf course. Now the bottom part, that's Virginia. And then on the other side of the Potomac, that's Maryland. That's how close they are. But that's probably short of a mile across, I think.
I thought that was in Boston Commons. Isn't that where they cross the Delaware?
That's the Delaware. This is the Potomac, and the Delaware is not. It's not near Boston. There's the course. It was a nice golf course.
What did Delaware? So how's it going? How's it going out there?
I just been hanging out with family. I went record shopping once. Didn't grab a lot. Today I'm going to rent a car for the next couple days because I'm going to go visit my mom with family, but I'm going to go off on my own because all the places up around there are like antique malls and small places. I'm going to go forage.
Very nice.
And that's near a lot of historical places.
Is that near the Valley Forge?
No.
Okay.
Near Gettysburg, not far from there.
Very cool.
But it's sort of an area where it's Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia all kind of are around each other. That's a pretty close proximity to all those states.
I can't. It just seems so weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird when you live in a state that's gigantic, and then you come east where states kind of border a lot of states.
Yeah, they're like counties.
No, they have counties, but
yeah, but
anyway. There's the area where my mom lives is like 20 miles in Pennsylvania is 20 miles from Maryland, and then West Virginia and Virginia. They're all kind of around that area. So
this seems crazy.
I know, it's insane. Did I meet Happy Gilmore? No, but I watched Happy Gilmore too.
What'd you think? I watched it as well.
I thought it was funny. It was good. I thought John Daly, the golf guy, stole the movie.
I thought it was kind of sweet.
Yeah, but it was chuckled. I'm gonna try and go see Naked Gun on Friday.
That looks funny.
Yeah, looks good.
I was looking at the New York Times best 100 movies of the century so far.
Yes.
And out of the 100, really the only ones I've seen are the comedies.
I have to look at it. Listen, Kimbo, do you have no sense of how geography is? If you're from DC, you don't go to the Jersey Shore. In fact, over the years, a lot of people from here kind of go North and South Carolina beaches. But if you grew up in DC, really, you go to Ocean City, Maryland. Maybe you go to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Maybe you go around there. But you go to White Cracker, Ocean City, Maryland. You could go to Virginia Beach. Some people go there. Norfolk. But you don't go to the Jersey Shore if you're from the DC area. You don't go there. Stupid.
Yeah, I don't get geography.
You go to the Eastern Shore. A lot of people go on the Chesapeake Bay and get bit by jellyfish.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's like saltwater in there.
Yeah, but it's a bay. It's a big body of water and a lot of jellyfish. And that's where people go crabbing and get oysters, all from the Chesapeake Bay. The bounty of the bay.
Nice. Very nice. I used to go to Massachusetts all the time. Boston. They have good seafood there.
No, Dave Towns, they've disowned me. Yeah, they have horseshoe crabs, which really aren't crabs. They're one of those species that have been around thousands of years.
Dan B claims the water is brackish.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. If you have some kids and you're sort of around the East Coast, you go to the Chesapeake Bay to hunt for shark's teeth. Typically, you'll find it's right there on the shore. You just put your hand in the sand and you pick up tons of shark's teeth. Typically, they range in size from that to maybe that. When I went to summer camp on the Chesapeake Bay, the star of the year of the camp, there was always one kid who found a giant shark's tooth like that big. But that's rare. The biggest shark's tooth I ever found was like that big. But you can find tons of them. That's a cool thing to do with your kids. Go to Chesapeake Bay, stick your hand in the sand and pull out a bunch of shark's teeth.
I got stung by a jellyfish in the Santa Monica Bay.
I would imagine those are different jellyfish. Like the ones in the Pacific Ocean can kill you. The ones in the Chesapeake Bay sting you and it hurts, but they're typically like that kind of big.
I didn't even see the damn thing. I just felt it. And I walked on water. I jumped up, walked on water, ran across the top of the water, straight to the lifeguard tower. He saw me coming, and he had the healing unguent ready to put on my arm. But yeah, I did. I walked on water.
He peed on you? Because that's what you're supposed to do.
That was later. The men's room. Nothing to do.
And I'll tell you another thing. If you come to Chesapeake Bay, you go to a place, you get a steam bushel of crabs, and you pound on them with mallets and eat
good.
the crabs.
That sounds good.
I'm not a big lobster person. I really don't get why people freak out about lobster. But blue crab,
In Massachusetts,
blue crab, Chesapeake Bay blue crab is awesome. And the second crab I would say is really good is Dungeness. That's what you get on the West Coast.
Those are
right?
good. But in
places-
Boston during lobster season, you go into in New England, you go into a liquor store in New Hampshire and they have a tank full of lobsters.
Yeah, but I don't get lobster.
Everywhere.
For me, lobster is not. Crab is better as far as shellfish. Crab's better than lobster.
I like a lobster tail. Crab's good though.
Have you never had a correctly cooked crab cake?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like crab.
No peppers, no breading. That's not how you make crab cakes like the Maryland. You put some mustard and Old Bay and
eat those blue crabs.
Mayonnaise. You use the back fin crab meat. You kind of create a patty and then you baste it in butter. And that's how you have a crab cake. All the places where they put breading and red peppers and green peppers, those people should be shot.
When I was a kid,
I forget the name of the place, but there's a place in San Francisco that makes this stir-fried Dungeness crab. That's amazing. But Dungeness crab's kind of sweeter than blue crab.
Very sweet. Yeah. We used to, when I was a kid, we used to get abalone like crazy. They fished it all out.
I've never had abalone.
They fished it all out. But these divers would, in Catalina, they'd come up and they'd pay us kids to pound the abalone to tenderize it. We'd have stacks, giant stacks.
What's the closest to abalone?
I don't know.
Scallops or?
No, more like.
Have you ever had conch? Isn't conch? Is it the same as conch?
Similar, but no. It's big, giant cakes. You cut it. Anyway, they're all gone. They fished them out.
I think Joe's stone crab is technically from Florida. I know they have locations all over the place. But I've had the stone crab claws. It's not the same as blue crab. Chesapeake Bay crab. I know you get blue crabs. There's North Carolina. I think in the Gulf you can get them. There's a place in New England that has blue crabs. Philippines has blue crabs.
Is this? You have quite obviously knowledge of crabs. Is this why you are in fact so crabby all the time?
Hold on, I'm itchy.
Is this why you're crabby?
No, I only have a knowledge of crabs from living in Maryland and being around crabs. Like every summer we go to Ocean City, Maryland, and go to Phillips Crab House, and you go eat the crabs there. That's a famous place. If anyone ever watched the movie The Planet of the Apes,
yes,
Nova, the actress Linda Hamilton's from Ocean City, Maryland. She moved back there and is married to one of the Phillips. I think that's where she is right now. Or she died. I don't know. That's where she was. I met her before I moved to LA. She was there. There's a movie. There's a couple movies. There's a movie called Violets Are Blue with Sissy Spacek and Kevin Kline, shot in Ocean City, Maryland. There's also Assateague and Chincoteague. Do you know those places? Those are small islands on the eastern shore. I think Chincoteague is Maryland, Assateague is Virginia. They're wild ponies running among. Oh, you're crazy there. So that's a famous place. And then there's another movie called Ping Pong Summer with Susan Sarandon. Takes place in Ocean City, Maryland.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly.
It was a good, going there for a week or two during the summer was always nice. It's not Bonnie Bedelia. It's Sissy Spacek. Maybe Bonnie Bedelia's in the movie, but it's Sissy Spacek because her husband directed it.
Wow, you know this shit.
I know very little. That's proven here every week how much little I know.
Well, it's that what you know is useless, but you know this shit.
No, there's so much misinformation in my brain.
Tin
What?
Men, yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, but that's Barry Levinson who made all his movies about ball. That's ball. Okay, here's another thing. Maryland is divided into half, really. Baltimore, DC. I grew up in the DC part. I'm from DC. I'm not from Baltimore. There's a movie coming out called Baltimoreans. I just saw the trailer for it.
So you grew up without any representation in Congress.
What are you talking about?
DC.
DC has they can't vote, but they have representation. I think they have a couple of representatives.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. They're non-voting representatives.
Oh. What is it? All right. What was the movie?
Actually, Eddie's albums, the weather has been actually not bad since I've been here. So every morning I go out and go for a couple miles walk and grab coffee. It hasn't been bad. Not bad.
What about the movie Diner?
That's in Baltimore. That's Barry Levinson.
That was good.
And then there's with John Waters. All his movies are.
Oh yeah. I like him. He's my hero. He I told you he took LSD on his 70th birthday. Said it was a bit of a commitment.
Listen, we call Baltimoreans. I grew up going to Baltimore. I mean, when I grew up, we would go to the Orioles games. I mean, it wasn't a long drive from where I grew up. I'd say from DC to Baltimore with traffic, maybe it's a 40-minute drive. It's not far.
Blood Records.
Why don't you go to Herc? Why don't you just go to Schnee's channel and watch all his videos? Schnee, are you there? Schnee. So you had a visit from Chance. How'd that go?
Oh, that was fun. That was very fun.
Where did you go? What did you do?
We went to Record Safari. I unfortunately had my side hustle going. I was babysitting 4 dogs.
So you just made an appearance and left?
Yeah, I went Saturday morning. I met everybody at Record Safari. We hung out for a while, and then we went across the street to the golf course. Had a lovely breakfast, and talked about you most of the time. And then I had to go back to it was like 1 o'clock by then. I had to get back to the house because my wife and daughter took off. It was their turn.
Hold
on. I had
to
babysit the little freaking dogs.
Listen, Herc. Maybe there's another place for you today.
It's a tough morning, Herc.
I could go back to you know, I've already been up for a long while. It's 10 a.m. It's later for me.
Wow. Also, we are missing Harry. Harry's got all the talent.
No.
Yeah, he's interesting. So.
Oh, hold on. Yes, Fred. I grew up going to the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. I haven't been there in a while. Yes, Eddie. I watched that video before I came on.
What's the sticker gate?
So apparently Mike from the In-Groove did a video about price stickers and stuff like that. And he got
yes,
biggest response he ever gave. So even before that, he came up with a new people are so very particular.
I leave stickers on.
Hold on. We have someone who needs to be heard.
Hey,
guys. Just dropping by.
Morning, Mike.
Well, now that you're here, there's something that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
I had talked to someone in the know, and then someone in the know had told me about a very desirable record label that everyone goes, where are they? Where are their records? Why aren't they reissuing them? It's jazz, by the way. So all you non-jazz people, this is your sign to go relieve yourself. So the label is Muse. So
Okay.
Muse was originally Cobblestone, which I don't know how long they were around for. I don't think very long. And they were absorbed into Muse. And I'd say from the late 60s till the early 90s, Muse was issuing records. And they have quite a sizable catalog. And I would say generally, Muse records, although very good, are very affordable.
Yeah.
There's probably 20% of their catalog that is very desirable, and the prices are astronomical.
Right.
So the other day, the detectives over at the Discord, Jazz Bump's Discord server, one of them, there's a couple of those guys who just all they do, it seems like, is just look through foreign records, online stores and stuff, had discovered this record was posted. This is a iMusic, which I think I bought through once. I'll bring it up. They are from Denmark. Had this, I think, several European sites. Had hold on, I'm gonna try this again.
Okay.
This is so difficult. So right here, this album was listed, coming out in November, Catalyst. If anyone knows, I found a Catalyst record. Can I make that a little bigger? I found a Catalyst record that was warped. The store let me warp it and then buy it. That particular record, easily $150, $250 record.
Okay.
So this one is not the same record. Catalyst was a collective of Philadelphia musicians, mainly Odine Pope on saxophone.
Yep.
Some of the records have lots of musicians, but there was a core of 4 guys.
Yep.
I think they had 4 or 5 records on Muse. All those records are very desirable and a lot of money. So this particular Catalyst record, there was some thought that Universal might have ownership because Savoy, who was owned by Japanese, bought the catalog, and I guess now this is Concord, which is Kraft, have the rights to this, at least this one. So this particular record, I could bring up the Discogs listing, goes in range from low on Discogs, 116 to $400. This particular record.
Yeah, and the cheapest copy right now is $275.
Over 1,200 people have this on their want list. So very desirable record. Now it looks like it's coming out as a jazz dispensary title on November 7th.
Okay.
I had talked to someone who knew that these were being remastered. I heard a number that I won't repeat, but it was double digits. So this looks great. And then instead of going back and forth,
well, Rob, do you think the okay, sorry, keep going.
Well, so the detectives at the I'm calling them the detectives of the Discord server. So they also found other clues that seem very reasonable to me. That someone, I don't know where they got this, but this is the reel-to-reel tape of maybe the most expensive Muse title. This is Roy Brooks's The Free Slave. I have a copy of it.
Yeah.
that's easily a $300 or $400 record, right?
Yeah.
So someone's displaying the tapes of it, makes me feel like it's one of the titles that is being remastered. And then here's another one. Carlos Garnett, who probably had 4 or 5 titles on Muse, all of his records $150 or more. This title, which I don't have, I think I have 3 of his. This says someone responded, and I think somehow through Zeb Feldman. This one's being reissued too. So if you're a fan of avant-garde, kind of Strata East type of jazz, that's what these titles are. They're just excellent. So
there's also some Woody Shaw and I think some Richard Davis records that are also pretty expensive too.
I have actually all the Richard Davis Muse records.
Okay.
And they vary in price, but there's one that goes for a lot of money.
Yeah. The Free Slave is a few $100s.
The Roy Brooks that is on Verb by Request was on a short-lived Quincy Jones label.
Rob, there's also the Joe Chambers that I don't even know how to pronounce it. The Almoravid.
That's probably the most pricey Muse title.
Okay.
So there's a Joe Chambers record I hope is part of the ones they've remastered already.
There's definitely a solid, I don't know, dozen or 20 records that are very hard to get.
I told you the number I heard that they remastered.
Yeah.
Which gives them room to remaster like all the most desirable titles.
There's also the Visitors, those records, those are expensive. There's a lot that they can put out.
So the Visitors are Earl and Grubbs.
And Carl?
Yeah, they're somehow by marriage related to John Coltrane or something.
I forget the connection. But yeah, I think maybe it's Coltrane's first wife before Alice. There was a connection there, I want to say, or maybe something like that.
So there are about 7, I think, Woody Shaw records on Muse. About 3 of them, there's one that is $150 record easy.
And I think the market is there right now. I feel like these reissues like Strata East and Muse, and I'm sure I'm missing some, but I feel like for the past 4 years or so, there's been a heavy emphasis on Blue Note and Prestige in those early 50s, late 60s. And I feel like just they've prepped the market for people to want some later stuff. And I feel like this makes total sense right now.
Yes. I would say a lot of these Muse titles that are desirable are in line with Strata East records, I think.
I think it's fair.
Yeah. But again, if you want to go out, like I think I'm going to assume Sonny Stitt maybe did the most amount of records for Muse. I have all of them. They're excellent. They let Sonny do whatever you want. Typically, they are quintets and excellent records, and those are affordable. All those,
they are.
But they're well-recorded records, and if you find one, generally you find them in excellent condition. They're always great to pick up. But there's like 20% of their titles are extremely desirable and just a different type of jazz, like more avant-garde. So
I only buy Muse records if they're hot stampers, though.
Yes, which is a bunch of BS.
I got Jim's attention.
They're BS. So this is, I mean, forget about jazz, but that's what Mike and I are interested in. There's all sorts of records that need to be reissued. It's really nice that it seems like at least Kraft they created a division in kind of in a humorous way, this jazz dispensary that is specializing in putting out these records that are in high demand.
I've been coming across a lot of Atlantic jazz titles that I don't think, I mean, I wasn't totally aware of. And it just makes me think the Atlantic jazz catalog is solid. And I think Rhino Hi-Fi really, I mean, they probably are just wanting to focus on the pop titles that get the most sales. But I know that they were dabbling in with some of the jazz stuff, and I feel like they really kind of missed an opportunity there, because I keep finding really cool Atlantic titles.
No, there are.
Yeah.
Hey, the Buster Williams I have, Pinnacle, that's an expensive record.
Kraft is
Oh,
doing
no,
a
actually,
lot.
I don't have Pinnacle. That's the one I want. That's an expensive record. There's another Buster Williams title. I forget the name. That's expensive too.
They should do those jazz on the reserve series at least, and maybe they will.
Yeah.
Like,
They are doing a
I
lot
don't
of cool
know.
stuff.
I don't know how big Atlantic's jazz catalog is. It seems to me it would behoove them to just make a specialized jazz release thing.
And I'd be happy to curate it for a small little stipend.
Yes.
I'm sure you would.
Hey, morning, Mazzy. Hey, your Grateful Dead thing was spot on.
You know, that I got like, it's only been 12 hours and I have almost 5,000 views on it because it's like clickbait, but it's a real at heart. At heart. And, you know, people are talking about, if people don't know, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the Dead and Company are playing. Only 2 original members. And I'm all for that, making as much money like they played the Sphere and they could play a stadium. But, and this is maybe pie in the sky, San Francisco kumbaya shit, but they're playing Golden Gate Park in celebration of the Grateful Dead's 60th anniversary. Now, the history of Golden Gate Park in music in that San Francisco scene, the Dead and the Airplane were the 2 bands that really pushed and had a lot of free concerts in the park. Now, you know, my thing was this should be a free concert. I know it's pie in the sky thing, but every year, Hardly Strictly Bluegrass, 3 days is free. And because it's billionaire funded it. So this could be a corporate sponsorship. They could have made it free. I mean, there are definitely issues they have to deal with. But I think it's, and you know me, I hate using the word cash grab, but I just think it doesn't promote the legacy and honor the Grateful Dead's 60th year in a true way, you know. So that's it. That's my take. Talk about record that should be reissued. I finally found this. This is long overdue for a reissue, and the artist has been teasing it for about 3 years now. And this is Midnight Vulture's Beck. And I got this. I found it in this little tiny shop north of Seattle, and I ended up getting it for $100 less than the lowest one selling on Discogs. It's still not cheap. But and of course, once I buy it, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be reissued. So
Is he about to put out a new record? Because I've seen clips of
I don't know. He's doing this tour. He's been on and off doing this tour with
symphonies.
Yeah,
right?
with symphonies. Yeah. So
Hey Rob, I'm going to jump off. I just wanted to say hi. Good
nice
seeing
haircut,
everybody.
by the way. I like that
God.
haircut. I want to
Thank
salute you.
All right,
You should grow a mustache now.
Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Post the link to your sub.
Oh, you know what? Let me do that. So I have a new Substack article. It focuses on a free jazz spiritual record. I'm going to drop a link if anybody wants to check it out. Thank you, Rob.
Hey, this turkey load guy's got to go. I think, you know. Hey, Golden Gate Park's a beautiful park, and it's well kept, and it's not a bunch of feces there.
Hey,
If it was a free show, it might get it a little too big, though.
Hey, turkey. There you go.
See ya.
All right,
Thanks,
later. Rob. Take it easy. Oh no, I have. All right, go to his Substack before.
So this is the best Prince album Prince never made. Midnight Vultures.
I agree. When I look at Beck in my records where it says Beck, I have a thing that says Beck. Unfortunately, it's Jeff Beck. Wrong Beck.
They're both good in a certain way. I think, yeah.
How many records has Beck put out?
Quite a few.
Yeah, I'd say proper albums, maybe 10, 12.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
And what was his last record?
His last proper record was the one with the Japanese kind of car on the cover. I think it's more of a dancey pop record. He's done a lot. He started out as a East LA kind of folksy country with a little hip hop bent to it. I mean, yeah, you know his stuff.
I have one Beck record on vinyl, Sea Change.
I think I said, Mellow Gold was, all the records were reissued. The two records that need to be reissued are Midnight Vultures and The Information. The Information and this go for $400, $400 up,
Yeah, shit. I don't have that stuff anymore. Crap.
I've seen Beck in person before. I don't think he's 5'1".
He's short. I've seen him a few times. He's not 5'1". My guess he's 5'6".
That's why I like Beck. I could probably kick his ass.
He's got a lot of soul for a little white.
Why do you want to fight everyone?
No. I'm just saying I could.
14 release records. Okay, thank you. Okay,
is that how you compare yourself to other people? Okay, when you were around Chance, did you feel like you could take him?
Yeah, no. I think Scott. I think there's probably 2 or 3 EPs you're probably counting if there's 14. The Information is different. I like Midnight Vultures better, but that's a subjective thing. Information's a great record. He's never made a bad album. Yeah,
I agree. One of my favorite songs, obviously, is Deborah.
Yeah, that's on here.
It's
that all the lesbians.
No, Deborah, where he's like,
no, I know that's the
slow. You and only you and nobody else but you.
Yeah, you really like that song because they mentioned Zanku chicken in it.
I know Zanku.
Yeah. On Bong Low. Yeah, this only came out, I think, in Germany or something, or Europe.
Okay, here it is. Vance says 14 records. Last one was in 20.
Does that include EPs? That sounds a lot. I think I have them all now, except for Information. I think I have them all on CD. Yeah, the Dust Brothers did Odelay, didn't they? Did they do Mellow Gold too?
Hey Jim, do you think you could take Herc?
I don't know. Probably
I don't
not.
think Guerrero's
not.
No,
I'll
there's
tell
2
you where
Guerreros too.
I can. I'm surprisingly good at arm wrestling left-handed. If I can take someone who's right-handed with my left, with their, I can do, But that's it. Other than that, I can't run fast. I have Garo. I have Midnight. I'm not Midnight. I have.
Well, I don't. Okay.
Modern.
I don't have Golden Feelings on vinyl. That's that first indie.
Modern Guilt and Mutations.
Has he been on the same label the whole time?
No.
Interscope or whatever.
His big break, he went to Geffen for Mellow Gold, but then he did one more indie with One Foot in the Grave. Okay, let's see. So Golden Feelings I don't have on vinyl. I have CDs of everything. How come it's funny, the Information is not. Oh, Information I don't have, and of course this I don't have. Yeah, Hyperspace was his last. 2019 is his last album.
Are they all Geffen?
No.
Titles?
No. The last one, Hyperspace, was part of Cap. Oh, he's been on Capitol, part of Capitol, custom label, part of Capitol since he won a Grammy, won Best Album of the Year for Morning Phase in 2014.
Dan, what does it matter if Mazzy's reading from?
I am reading from Wikipedia.
What does it matter?
Because I asked the Peanut Gallery how many records. They said 14, so that seemed high to me, but I see it,
Hey, listen, you Wikipedia haters.
Now, note they don't have here. It might be 15 because they have Guerrero, but he also did Guerrolito, which is sort of a separate album, even though it's based on the music of Guerrero. So shouldn't you count Guerrolito as another album? So I need to find a copy of Golden Feelings now on vinyl. Good luck.
Oh, hold on. Roberto, I'm sorry, Roberto, not Ricardo. When I prep records for my auctions, I remove the price tags.
DJ,
I only
Mr.
leave them on if I'm
I
in a day.
want to applaud DJ Mr. Joel for using his brain and not Wikipedia. But I know it's a remix album. Excuse me, Scotty. Yeah, it just seems like a separate thing because But you're right.
Hey, look, let me ask a question to people who hate Wikipedia. Do you think everyone, like, information should be collected from other places? Do you think, like, everyone should memorize everything they ever encounter in their life? Or do you think there's a place you go to and everyone agrees that typically the information there is correct?
I only trust people that I've never met on the internet.
He's like the whole audience here.
All I'm saying to you putzes who hate Wikipedia or think we're all dumb and we go to Wikipedia to read stuff and pass it along, fuck you people.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing out there? You're doing nothing. We're trying to help people learn.
Okay, I need to make some coffee. I'll be right back.
I drank too much today. I've had a good 3 hours of downing coffee.
You seem kind of jacked up on go-go juice.
Yes. Well, I'm drinking. I've become very sparkly water drinking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get the case of Pellegrino at Costco lately. Yeah.
Just saying, all you haters of Wikipedia, suck an egg.
Is that what you're saying? Eggs? My fucking hens aren't laying anymore, and I'm still feeding them.
Well, why don't you go to Wikipedia and find out what you should do?
What I should do?
Yes.
I think the goddamn squirrels are stealing the eggs.
Squirrels eat eggs?
Yeah, apparently.
Then why don't you let your little ugly dog out to kill them all?
I should. He might kill the chickens, though.
No, Zeb. No. 0. None. Okay, did that help? Russ Dawson, listen, I don't know if you know this, but I have a lot of haters. They hate me and they hate everything I'm about. They especially think everything I spew is from Wikipedia. That's not true, but so what if it is? Listen, you all think less of me, but do you think more or less of me that I read information from Wikipedia? I say no.
You say no?
I say no.
Phil totally slays on his Brand X stuff. Insane.
Yeah, whatever.
So you got a lot of envy going on, or there's a lot of enviers out there, waxed. There's a lot of people that want to be you. Face it.
There's no one who wants to be me.
Yes, there is.
Who? I'll say this. You want to be me for one reason.
To reach?
Yes, I'm taller than you. That's it.
So I could reach. So I could reach that.
All right. Oh, hold on. This is a glowing review.
I hated Progg when I first started watching.
Look, here's the deal. With people watching me on the internet, use me because I say the things you wouldn't say to people. Okay? Hey, so I did some movie watching. I haven't gone to the theater yet, but I did watch that Wes Anderson movie. It's on Peacock right now. The Phoenician Scheme.
Is it any good?
Oh.
I'm not the biggest Wes Anderson guy. I feel like I feel like a lot of his movies are not substantive.
One Trick Pony, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, but it was I'd say one thing about his movies. They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They are gorgeous.
Style over substance. I like his record. I thought the last one, the Atomic, whatever it was called, was terrible. I mean, it looked great. I just thought it was
I think
flat.
I think he writes dialogue really well. And I think just visually, if you turn the sound off. So the Phoenician Scheme was always watchable because it's a gorgeous movie. And I think Benicio del Toro is very captivating. But at the end of the movie, you go, what did I just watch? I just don't feel like I was taken on a journey somewhere.
I appreciate him more than I enjoy him lately because I used to love him, and
you know what? Someone should take a gun and just force him to make a regular film.
Well, that's his stuff. I like that he builds actual sets. It's not CG. It's all these amazing set pieces. The guy's amazing. You can't knock that. Yeah, Royal Tenenbaums. I mean, he's made a lot of great movies.
The dialogue in the Phoenician Scheme, the dialogue was so dense.
I think the two animations, Mr. Fox and what's the dog's movie? The dog one is one of my favorites. That dog.
Okay, Dan B wants to fight me right now.
Someone tell me the name of the dog movie. Okay. Looking in Wikipedia, please.
Hold on, I'm going to get Dan B. I am from DC, part of Maryland, but I follow the team that's in DC, the Nationals.
Dogs. Yeah,
I follow the Nationals. Okay, Dan B.
Is that the band, the National?
No, it's the baseball team.
Oh.
So I grew up going to Orioles games because that was the only team in the area.
I don't want to bring this stream down any more than it already is.
Let me finish, Mazzy, before you rudely interrupt me. If you are from the DC area, which is part of Maryland, you are a Redskins Commanders fan, and everything else is below that. So my number one team I follow is the Redskins, the Commanders. So, and my parents divorced when I was young. So we lived in Maryland. My dad lived in Northern Virginia. It's the metro area. So I grew up in this area my whole life. There you go. Is that okay? Can I have an identity? Like this jerk up here, any chance he gets, he talks about San Francisco. I don't do the same thing about being from DC, but I'm here right now.
And why do you think? San Francisco, DC.
Hey, listen, you putz. They won the World Series, am I correct? And they were in contention for most of their existence in the third version of the National, or the baseball team in DC. For most of their existence, they were contenders. It's just been since the owners are cheap-ass bastards and didn't want to re-sign any of the players. The last 4 years, they've sucked.
I'm talking to the great senator from Santa Monica here.
I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I know he was going to make a movie called The
Critic,
and then scrapped it.
He scrapped it, yeah.
So
he could do. Sturgill Simpson was the same way. He only wanted to do 10 albums or something like that as Sturgill Simpson. It's kind of a weird thing to do. But there's a lot of outs. Quentin can make one more movie, but he could make a really good miniseries for like cable.
Mazzy, he is making a miniseries.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
So he wrote a sequel script to his last film.
But no, it's not a miniseries. It's an actual movie, isn't it?
No, it's a series.
Oh, it's Fincher. Isn't Fincher
directing it? But it was written by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah,
he's always said when he's done with movies, he'll do TV. So he's not going anywhere. But we'll see what his last film. I would suspect maybe he wants to go out with a genre type of film.
Right. Exactly, Chris. Yeah. Sturgill's done other albums under different names and then the Bluegrass album. So yeah, those don't quote count. So.
Okay. Now Dan B's trying to fight me again. Okay, Mr. Oreos. Name the O's 4 20-game winners in one season without using Wikipedia. Is it Jim Palmer? Is Mike Mussina a 20-game winner? Was Mike Flanagan? No. Hold on. I'm trying.
I want to while you're thinking. The guy who is it? Oh, Dan. No, not Dan. Rod Riggs, he ordered that glue for the White Album mono that's coming apart. Make sure you're careful with it. Just put in a piece of cardboard or something in there, so when it's drying and put a book on or something, you don't glue it to the cover so it doesn't stick together. So you want another piece in there to kind of protect it while it's drying, and then carefully pull that out.
I think
Hey,
it
morning.
was like
Good morning.
70s Oreos with Jim Palmer's one of them, and I'll have to think what the other three are. But I just told you, Dan B, if you're from DC, it's the Redskins first. Every other sports team that's been
Okay, since you're talking about football, this is a good time to bring up the tragedy here. That guy that shot those people in New York City apparently went in the wrong elevator, and that's why the wrong people, quote, died, because he was going, that's the NFL offices there, and it's something about head trauma with the NFL and football. They think that's why this guy went there to kill people because of the NFL.
He had a note in his pocket.
And he got in the wrong elevator and he killed the wrong. I mean, no people are good to be killed. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But his
Can I
target.
show? All right, thank you for the quick hot minute, Mazzy. I bought this shirt yesterday. Okay, Dan B. There's the shirt I bought yesterday. Okay.
Wow.
Well, too bad, because they're going to be the Redskins again.
No, they're not. The new. They were thinking of changing the name with the new ownership, but it seems that everyone in the area, fans and people, have come to like.
They should call it the Washington Golf Cheaters.
So
I like
Back-
the Washington football team. I thought that was a great name.
yeah, just Washington.
They did. The Commanders, they accepted it. They also have that XFL team, the Defenders. So
Hey, Matt, just to let you know, oh no, that's Hard Day's Night surprising. Side one of Helpin' Mono is not good. And that's nothing to do with these. That's just not a good mix, or it's a muddy sound. It's terrible. It's better in stereo. But I'm glad that your records are pretty good. I think there are a bunch of people that have issues, but I think most people don't. I think people yelling about it. I mean, not saying there's not issues. Did you listen to yours, Wax?
if you watched when I showed it, I listened to 3 of the albums. They sound great. I'd say I had 3 issues. I don't like the
Well, you
really
have more than 3
fake-
issues.
I don't like Japanese outer sleeves to begin with.
Yeah, but that's you don't need.
These are shitty Japanese outer sleeves. I don't like those. The white album, the flip over is not glued down all the way.
Right, we talked about that. Yeah.
There was one surface mark on one of the albums that was not audible, and it
Magic
was
Mystery Tour. Yeah,
it was
we
a
heard.
tiny. But rest of the other records are in beautiful shape.
I will say some people are having issues with these black inner sleeves. So
Yeah, those those suck.
apparently everyone should cut them open carefully and put new inner sleeves in.
Well, okay. So I did open the one so far. It's the white album has black inner sleeves. I took them out of them and I
Don't they all?
cleaned them. There was marks on them, but I cleaned them and they came off. I think whatever plastic inside those black sleeves is like the old type that leaves some sort of residue in them. So I'm really listen. Okay, I'm going to do a rant, which everyone seems to love here. GZ Media. They're the ones who did the box, right?
I don't know. I thought it was Optimal.
I thought it was GZ. No,
I think it's
Well,
Optimal.
If it's Optimal, get your shit together and just use the right.
I don't have any problem with any one pressing plant. And I get very few bad records. I was talking about this on the forum. In the last year, I've gotten hundreds of records. I probably got 3 new records that I had to replace, or I think I gave a couple away. And they play sometimes records will play fine on someone else's, and there were people talking about it was skidding across on every 4 records where his arm was skidding across. That's not the record. That's your turntable setup. If you have 4 and it's.
I would say I picked up that Freddie Hubbard Record Store Day record. One of them was warped, and I put in the flattener and it flattened. But yeah, listen. If Kraft is doing, here's the big one: Real Gum Music, a reissue label, a budgeted reissue label, and they used one particular pressing plant Gotta Groove. If those guys can put their records and rice paper sleeves and charge what they're charging, everyone can do
Gotta
it.
Groove, Gotta Groove did Dada. They did a great job with that.
Right. If this small budgeted pressing plant,
It's not a small budget, it's just a small plant.
if they can do it at an affordable price, everyone can do it. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
Tim, that's not the case. But thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. I just ordered a new flashlight so I can see how many clear see-through records I have.
Oh, it's refreshing, Tim, that you've turned over a new leaf and have decided to go the way I have.
I love that Tim has
It's
gotten
just
snarky.
Everyone who's stupid.
To me, Tim is one of my favorite YouTube channels because he's so consistent. And usually he doesn't do the snarky stuff, and he's so consistent. I mean,
I can tell you.
Okay, I challenged Tim. As much as I say San Francisco, I think Tim says Steely Dan or Quiex. Okay,
I can tell you from personal knowledge that Tim has all the makings of being snarky, and he should do it.
Totally. Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean,
Harry, you've been very quiet. Do you have anything to be snarky about?
My cousin's missing.
What?
My cousin is missing.
What is he missing?
No, he's in Pasadena, and they said he went to the Goodwill, and they haven't seen him since.
You're an idiot. Okay.
I feel like we just brought someone who walked out of the home.
Here.
I don't know. Have you talked about that already?
No,
Body found in a donation bin outside the Goodwill store.
Is that a real
story?
Oh,
no.
Yeah,
that
it's
would
real.
Explain it.
So first of all, I have a question for Jim. Where's Chance?
How come no one's heard from Chance?
Has anyone heard from Chance?
Not since he went to the Goodwill.
Okay, so my take on Chance.
Yes.
He's the real deal. He's a real human being.
Oh, he's a good. Oh, I like Chance a lot. I'd like to.
Yeah.
To me, Chance is. You know what it is? When you can tease someone and they take it, like I can take it on. I don't mind people teasing me, but Chance is a good guy. You can tease. I'm the one wearing the fucking sports hat, but he always wears. He's like branded Nike, which is great, and he always has a sports metaphor. And it's like, hey, buddies, and that squeeze. We all have our shtick, our saying.
I'm not trying to connect the dots, but Chauncey lives near Pasadena. And was he the last one seen with Chance?
Could be.
The Goodwill.
Chance was last seen in public
I thought Goodwill would
at Gimme Records. At Gimme Records, not far from Pasadena. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. And Vinyl Piper, when was the last time you saw Chance?
It's interesting that we've heard from everybody except for Chance and John Marino.
Yeah, John Marino lives in South Pasadena.
Yeah. So, wait a minute. Fluffy, he was there. And
but it's pretty hard. Okay, I'm gonna let you know, and this is not from experience. It's pretty hard to get rid of a body without a car. Fluffy don't have a car.
He does now. It's a rental, but
he's got Chance's rent a car. Yeah, some little old lady.
I sent someone the I don't know if he's up yet, but the link to come up here and talk about his recent video. So without your permission.
Whoa!
Am I going to be upset?
No, I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. But he's probably not. He's probably too busy, or he won't come.
Mazzy, I really liked your rant on San Francisco. You were right on. I think.
So did I. I agree.
You know, I totally understand that it would be such a zoo having, all these people for a free thing, but they do it with Hardly Strictly every year. And there's a way they could do it. Or worst case, which I should have said, what if they did an old fashioned mail lottery sold tickets for $60 for the 60th anniversary of the Dead because they're
Right.
celebrating the Dead. Okay, an old like mail in and and have it with tickets, but a reasonable price, a lottery. There's a lot of things around the city people could enjoy. At least it honors those concerts in Golden Gate Park, and I can't convey anymore how important those early free concerts in the park. Paul Kantner, especially, Jerry Garcia and the Dead, promoted and pushed, and Bill Graham also, those free concerts. And they did the snack concert, which was with the Dead and other, but that was a benefit for the San Francisco schools. Led Zeppelin doesn't count because that was in Kezar. That was a show. But except for Outer Lands, which Outside Lands or whatever it's called, that's a paid thing. But Hardly Strictly, it's been 25 years now. It's free, 3 days, big acts. And
Yeah.
San Francisco is
I saw
able
Robert
to
Plant
manage it.
there.
Pardon me?
I saw Robert Plant at Hardly Strictly.
I mean, it's not just bluegrass. It's blugrass. It's
The thing
rock.
of it
It's
is,
country
though,
rock. It's roots.
That's
It's
why it's called
Rycoder.
Hardly Strictly.
Yeah.
Because originally it was just bluegrass.
And the billionaire Hellman, who died about
Yeah.
8 years ago, left money for the future 20 years to do the show. So one billionaire can do it. Think of, as I said, all these corporate sponsors around the Bay Area, Facebook and Apple and Levi Strauss and all that. They could have done this. It's already corporate sponsored anyway. So that could, and the city would still make a shitload of money on hotels and bars and tourism and merchandise. You're still going to get those people paying dollars into the city. So
Yeah, but
Jimmy
man,
Dale Gilmore mentioned Hellman at one of the Hardly Strictly shows I went to. And he came up and he introduced him to the crowd. And he said, this man owns some of the buildings on the sidewalks I used to sleep on.
yeah. And he was to play. He played banjo or something. I think Hellman would sit in on
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
He's kind of like what's the guy up here who died?
Paul
Mike-
Allen.
Paul Allen is like that. He had that kind
Well,
of.
when he knew he was dying and he got his children together and he said, what should we do about the future of Hardly Strictly? And one of his kids said, well, we should sell it. We could make some money. We could sell it to one of the big promoters. And his father said, okay, that settles it then. I'm going to leave money for the next 10 years to do it.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
coming towards the end, I think.
Yeah, I just think, once in a while, a city like San Francisco is going through so much turmoil in terms of it's all the tech bros and things, and there's still some soul left there, but not as much as there used to be. And this could be a great inspirational thing instead of always for the buck. And I'm not against bands making money. And look at Paul McCartney and apparently I was corrected. Supposedly it's not Ticketmaster, it's e-tickets, but fuck e-tickets too then. Okay. I don't even know.
Yeah, it never hurts to say fuck Ticketmaster.
Exactly. And I said it twice. Those are my favorite videos when I just go downstairs.
That your video made me just realize fucking Garcia died in 95. That's 30 years ago.
Right.
Wow.
And so did the Dead. Period.
Yeah, Dan, he did.
And it's okay for them to go on as Dead and Company, but really now with two guys, they should just call the band
I disagree.
Company.
They should call
It should
themselves
be called Company.
the Bobby. No, they should the Bobby and blah 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 band.
Well, hey, remember
They
Bobby
should
and
call
the
themselves-
Midnighters?
The two remaining members should call themselves the Living.
Right, the Living
I've been
Dead.
hearing since. People have been telling me since, and I don't know this
They
for a
should call
fact.
themselves the Zombies because
Hey, listen, you fuckers. We have a limit of 4 horrible jokes in a row.
No, okay, I don't know if this is fact, but commenters on Facebook and on my video telling me that John Mayer now is an equal part of this Dead and Company, which is fine. It's not the
Yeah,
great.
he's been with him long
And
enough. I
his
guess.
management is really pushing all this stuff. He's the one, and I don't know if that's true in terms of all this financial stuff. They
Dan,
did the
the
Spear.
bridge school was a benefit to raise money for the school, so I
Yeah.
can understand them charging for
But
that.
I think that was in Santa Clara
Yeah,
or whatever.
That's in Santa Clara. That was at Shoreline. Yeah,
Shoreline. Yeah.
it was Santa Clara.
Here's how it makes sense to me. Obviously, the Dead and Company have done an excellent job of creating an audience for themselves.
Absolutely.
They seem to fill all the places they play. And when they said they were going away, they didn't. They came back. So,
Well,
so did the Who
defenders on my
many times.
comments said, wait, they said when Phil Lesh died, First they said when Jerry Garcia died as the Dead, so they did go away as the Grateful Dead. When Phil Lesh died, they weren't going to do it, but now it's a different thing. So they skew it each time someone falls off, and now Bill Kreutzmann's not even there, and he's alive. And
So all I'm saying is, how come we accept, like, there's a new Superman, there'll be a new James Bond, people will come watch those movies.
Can I ask
Mountain View? Thank you, Nicole.
Can I ask a Grateful Dead question? Didn't Mickey Hart's father rip the band off? Yeah.
Back in the 60s, he was, I don't know if he was managing them. I think he was managing them, maybe. He stole a bunch of money and left. And that's one of the reasons Mickey left the band for what, 3-4 years? I don't know how many years. And then he came back. But yeah, he ripped them off big time.
Crazy. My dad ripped off the Grateful Dead too.
Listen, Jim Record Collector News ripped off the Boomer Scalper.
It would be great if they dosed every beverage at the show in Golden Gate Park with acid.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, well, wouldn't be the first time, would it?
And then gave everyone like sticks or shillelaghs to beat each other.
All right, Dan B, you have horrible taste in people you go see, okay?
Phil, the Dead are important, but the Dead to San Francisco are kind of, are they the best band? Maybe not. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. They represent San Francisco like Pearl Jam represents Seattle. Is Pearl Jam the best band? Don't answer that, Vance.
Or the Beatles represent
the Pearl Jam's horrible, okay?
Well, but they're like the Seahawks, or bigger than the Seahawks in Seattle.
I mean, look, I can't think. There are probably very few bands that properly represent where they're from. Universally, everyone hails them is the best example from that.
But a lot of times it's like a poster
ZZ
child.
Top.
What?
I don't even. I think
ZZ Top for
Frank Zappa, Los Angeles.
Hey, listen, Rob's talking. Shush. Didn't most of the ZZ Top guys from Houston? I don't think people associate them with Houston.
No, but you think of Texas.
Yeah, but
Wilco, you think of Chicago, even though Jeff Tweedy's not really from Chicago.
I mean, I liked ZZ Top and I followed them because they had their second resurgence in the 80s. I don't think they said we're a Texas band.
Hey,
I don't ever think they came out of their...
Joe, I'm a fan of Nirvana more.
Their music.
But Nirvana doesn't represent Seattle the same way. Plus, they're from that little fucking place on the coast.
Listen,
Aberdeen.
It'd be a different story if Nirvana was still around playing today, but they're not.
Hey, part of the reason the Grateful Dead is because they're the survivors. The Airplane didn't survive. Quicksilver didn't survive. Moby Grape didn't survive.
Creedence, talking about Jefferson Starship is playing a casino here.
Yeah, but one guy.
I don't know who's in the band though.
David Freiberg is the last guy.
Listen, you fool! They don't go around going, "We're a Texas band."
No, they are. They're first. Yeah, they're Texas. I think
yes, they do.
They don't.
They do.
If you came in the 80s, then I could see where you missed that. Don't. But their origins,
a little old band from Texas. There you go, Patrick.
When Chicago became big, didn't they all move out to California or whatever?
Sure, I'm sure.
Maybe Boston.
Everybody, when they make money, leaves fucking Texas and moves to LA. Yeah. But they're still from Texas.
Patrick's got it right there. That's the answer.
I mean, look at Devo. Devo's from Akron, but they came to LA and they've been in LA ever since. After
listen. Here's what I said. I followed ZZ Top big. I knew of ZZ Top before they had their 80s resurgence, but I don't think they did that during the 80s.
Rob, I see you're back home. Welcome back.
I'm not back home. Why would you say I'm back home?
Oh, I'm sorry. The background.
There's no Jocko.
Okay, do we have some?
Come on, Harry, you senile bastard. All I'm saying is, do you think like Journey is a San Francisco band, right? But they didn't carry themselves as a San Francisco.
Here's some news. I got a couple press releases here. Maybe it's been public. If these are public, I don't know. I got one. You guys know who Peter Hamill is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the ice skater in the Olympics, right?
Yeah. The Charisma and Virgin recordings, 1971 and 1986, 18 CDs plus 2 Blu-rays, box set, released September.
Wow.
He was in
Okay.
Vandergraaf Generator. So Progg
Wow.
people, I bet you.
How many sets are they putting out? 5?
All the Progg channels are going to do specials on this record, which I'm kind of mocking it, but why not? You know, it's not my audience. I'm not the audience
Wait,
for this.
who is this guy?
Peter Hamill. He was in Vandergraaf Generator. I know. I know he is.
Do any of you
I've
people
heard the
know
name.
who Peter Hamill is?
A lot of people
Yeah.
do. How many people know about it? Well, hey, Chris,
Ice
that
Skater.
18 CDs is basically one Progg song. Okay. Right. I think Bill Brufford. Oh, here's another one. Okay. Oh, no, that's not interesting. Okay.
Stephen, hold on. Here's one person. Stephen Schnee. Do you know who Peter Hamill is? And have you made a video about him?
Yeah, and you who know is Tom Rashawn would definitely know. Vandergraaf Generator. Yeah. He's got a. They're bigger. They were bigger than Gentle Giant. I'll say that.
Well, that's probably not hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any Gentle Giant records, Rob?
Hey, I actually do. So suck it in.
Rob is a gentle giant.
In
No,
fact,
it's a CD box.
I
It's
was
not a
gifted them. I was VCLT two comp sets by Eddie Perez.
I want to do a shout out to tomorrow night on Steve Westman's show at 7 p.m. Apparently, Steve Hoffman's going to be on again. And I think, unless something goes wrong, I'm doing a Whatnot at 4, and right after me, Harry's doing one. So 4 to 5:30 tomorrow, Wednesday, tomorrow.
What happened? Why didn't you do an auction, Harry?
Yeah, but
he wants to try it.
It is a lot of hassle doing it because I still got people, and I'm not going to say his name, but I still don't have. He paid, but I don't have his address.
Yeah,
I told him on a live stream, I need your address. I sent him an email. I need your address.
Which guy is this?
I'm not going to say.
Do you want to
text Rob? Rob probably has it.
All I'm going to say is this. Okay. I haven't done the Whatnot yet. Do you feel you'll do well on the Whatnot, Harry?
I think so.
I'm going to raid him, which means at the end of my show, I can push a button. I forgot. I got to remember how to do it. And my audience automatically goes to Harry. And now he has to keep him there by his records and his personality.
Hey, hey, how do you feel, Harry, with
my hands,
a young man like Mazzy opening up for you?
I'm very honored, first off, just to be even associated with him. So,
yeah, I gotta get my act together because I gotta do a mini preview, and I got so much shit to do.
I put like 50 records up, so you can see what I'm listing.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
That's a big plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it today.
People can pre-bid. They see what you've got. They'll show up.
Hey, how long's your Whatnot, Mazzy? Like 2 hours?
No, hour and a half tops.
Okay, so here's a preview in my mind. You're going to get an hour and a half, whether the record relates to San Francisco or not. You're going to hear a bunch of shit about that. And then you'll go into Harry, who can't remember how the records relate to anything.
Despite all that mocking,
why they put up pictures.
Despite all that mocking and the few comments I get about, oh, God, yeah, another San Francisco video. Why don't you do some more jazz or something? I get the most views out of those videos when I tell those stories. So people, just maybe not this group. Harry seems to like him because we're the same generation as Jim too. But people like those things, and I do rehash them.
I'm going to start doing a lot of this stuff on Whatnot because this is like a lot of my jazz that really. I don't listen to it. I listen to it when I buy it and I put it away. I rarely pull out a jazz record and put it back.
That's what people do with all the records they get.
Yeah, but a lot of them I'll go back to them.
I think there is the reality, Harry. There was a thing for a lot of rock fans, older rock fans. It's called pandemic jazz syndrome. They thought they weren't into jazz before the pandemic. They saw the Tone Poets. They saw that whole thing. They got in the moment, and I get it. And they had nothing else to do.
You're describing me.
Yeah,
Really?
And I'm not mocking this. It's
No,
true.
it's
And then
true.
they realize, well, maybe it's not for them, you know?
And a lot of it, I blame Mike at the in-group, that fucker. He would say, I'd say, oh, I got to buy that.
Yeah.
And he wasn't wrong. They're great sounding records. I like them, but I don't go back to them.
So you have PJS. We'll cue you.
Hey, going back to something I talked about earlier, this Muse reissue thing, it's catching fire. Our good pal Ken McAuliffe posted this Roy Brooks, The Free Slave, which
Nice.
is very expensive Muse
You did,
title.
Matthew.
Very cool.
Yeah, I did, Matthew. You tuned in too late. I said all the San Francisco bands, but I always forget a couple, like the Charlatans. Okay.
How about the Rowan Brothers?
Oh, they did that one great, well, not even great, but Columbia threw so much money at that one Columbia album. And I saw them open up for Hot Tuna at Winterland. I like that album. It's not a great record, but it's a good record. And that's Peter Rowan's younger brothers.
Peter Rowan, those three guys.
Peter is only on a little bit of, is he on some of it? I think he's on a little bit of, but it's not him. It's the two, Lauren, and I forget the other guy's name.
I have a question for you, Mazzy. You hang out with Kimbo, right? Do you think
I did this weekend for the first time?
Do you think he's a very knowledgeable guy about records and what he likes and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, apparently this dude bought a record because the cover looked like it was Psych, and it was a free jazz album. Now,
was that with me? Was that Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, he showed.
So now he's stuck with the People Band, which does look like a Psych album cover. But
okay, I'm getting.
You can always go to Discogs and see what it is before you.
He should have no problem at all selling that record.
Yeah, I'm going to respond to Jess Stevens. He bought the Tim Buckley reissue, Mazzy, having trouble getting into it. That's fine. I love that record. That's when Tim Buckley started getting a little more to jazz. That is sort of similar to Van Morrison's Astral Weeks, where it's kind of folksy, jazzy. Came out a few months after Astral Weeks. In 1969. I love that. It's a beautiful record. I can totally see well, it's not for everyone.
Hey.
And if people people always promote Jeff Buckley with that.
Is that the real Rachel, though?
Listen, I'm tired of these trolls coming here and spreading their nonsense. But in this case, it's really Rachel. Stop with the trolling. Okay. Tom, it is the People Band. This is the record that Kimbo embarrassingly bought.
I was with him. I haven't seen.
Well, there is a band called People.
Let me ask you a question.
So I could see where you could get confused. They had a hit with a song called "I Love You" on Capitol.
I love you.
It's not the same band, Harry.
No, but I can see where he might have thought it was.
No, let me ask you a question, Mazzy. Where you guys were at? Was the cell service bad? Could he not stream this record?
No, he didn't stream it. But it was at a price point that it spoke to him being rare.
Hold on. Here's Tom Rashawn coming in with information. It's a great record. It was produced by Charlie Watts.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have? Let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. Here's actual proof.
And look at that smile on his face. Now,
yeah,
I would like.
Huh?
Can I have a bookend picture of the look on his face when he played the record?
And he got this. This is a cool comp. It's live at the Crocodile in Seattle.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that.
I've never seen that either. So he got, and then he bought. Oh, this is rare. I missed this. I would have got this. The Saints, the Australian band. You don't see Saints records a lot. I hope Kimbo doesn't mind me showing his pickups, but yeah, but I love this record. This is the one, the Rhino Reserve.
I never got into him. I just, I bought records. I listened. It just never connected with me.
I think he's a type that I totally understand people not getting into him. He's got that, but it's funny when you listen to what's the big record with
when
Jeff
you listen
Buckley?
to his son. I thought he would sound similar to the son.
He does. He does. His son has a more golden voice, but I think a lot of people who bought Hallelujah, they bought it because of Hallelujah. And the rest of it, he gets heavy like Led Zeppelin. So it's not as much as great as Grace is, it's not an even record in terms of the same vibe. He gets wild, and I know people that bought that album that didn't like the crazier part of it, but I think it's a good record.
What's his big record? I thought there's another record.
It's Grace. It's the only record. He only made that, and then the live record, and then he died.
Cine? Is that what it's called?
That's the live record, and then he died.
The yellow cover one? Is that
He
Grace?
died.
It's got the coffee cup stain on the front. It looks like somebody put a coffee cup on it.
Yeah, he died too soon, so he didn't get a chance to really evolve, or to see what he could do. But I don't think Grace is a consistent record in terms of a feel. But of course it's a great record. But
Is Rachel here?
Yeah,
Yes.
Her and Sue are here. Is there something you want to say to them?
Yes. So the meetup on Saturday with the 7 of us, who was it? John and Chauncey and everybody that was there. All of us were there because of Rachel. We all met through Rachel. Just want to say that.
All right. So here's what I say to you, Rachel. Thanks for creating such a nasty situation that we don't even know our chances. And there was a body found at a Goodwill.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to end well, but it started off kind of nice.
Yeah.
Hey, here's what I think the last words that were heard at the Goodwill. Hey, the records are over there. Pop.
here's a Harry joke.
I saw that. I didn't get it.
Dylan
Explain
goes
that to me.
electric. He's got electric toothbrush and his
Oh, you went
acoustic-
electric with it. Okay.
and his toothbrush is St. Judas. It's not rocket
Then
science.
then he should have said brush hard.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That's funny.
My
Listen.
friend in Portland has got a Tesla, and his license plate says Newport 65.
All right.
He went electric. Okay, never mind.
So Harry has all types of fans who don't appreciate his unique sense of humor.
Yes. That's why I'm going to Whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah, am I feeling exactly? Did you have your coffee yet this morning?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Just now, like as we started here.
I'm on my 3rd cup.
I don't do more than usually just one in the morning. Maybe
Jim
one.
never has his 3rd cup of my coffee.
No.
Hold on. Jim, you have a new role. Do you want to tell everyone your new role?
No coffee after 1 o'clock.
How many times do you go by your new role?
Hey,
I would
Matt,
say 5 days out of 7, or maybe 4 days out of 7.
now I'm excited about this. I've been trying to get this record. Now I don't think this is quite the audience, but this record has been out of print for about 10 years on vinyl. And I'm a big fan of Eels. And this finally was reissued. And this was going for about $150, the original of this. This came out 10 years ago. So Electroshock Blues is reissued now. I just got it. I love Eels. LA artist.
Another band I've never heard.
Yeah.
What
I
do
used
they
to go
like?
see them at the Fillmore with Joseph's, my
Wait,
son.
there's a question for you, Mazzy. Isn't the main guy in Eels in something else?
No, but Mark Everett Oliver or Mark Oliver
Hey
Everett.
guys, am I wrong? Isn't the main guy in Eels part of something else?
Well, he does side projects, but no, he's in that clique with Beck and all those the LA people at what's the bar Largo in LA, the venue, and he's into
Rogers
that.
High
Sam
again.
Phillips and all that stuff. A lot. Now he's one that he made a lot through licensing. Like his music was in the original Shreks and a lot of Hollywood, that Disney Hollywood movie. His songs have been used in a lot of animation and a lot of movies. He was on that. He acted in one show, a couple episodes that was on cable. I forgot the name of it. It was about this woman who was a former drunk, kind of a cute girl that beats this guy. And they go to AA meetings and they go to LA. I forgot the name of this song. It didn't last long. But it's a good record. So I love this record.
I watched a movie last night that wasted about 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back. Wolves.
That's
George
not
Clooney,
that
Brad
movie's
Pitt.
not horrible. It's not that-
Horrible movie.
So,
It's not-
well, okay, let me ask you this, Harry, then. What else would you have done in that 2 hours?
I probably would have watched more of the morning news series.
Hey, can
Well,
I
that's a good show.
can I do my impersonation of Harry the morning after his whatnot auction?
Why is that funny?
Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
even funny.
do it. Are you going to do it?
I wasted an hour and a half of my life.
I'll never
No,
get it
hold
back.
I actually have to say this. So I watched Happy Gilmore 2, the Adam Sandler movie,
Mm,
and I think it's good. And in fact, if you're a sports person, because it's littered with cameos. Like I was really impressed. A lot of the golf athletes, or whatever you want to call them, their acting chops were pretty good. In fact, if you know John Daly, who's
I wouldn't bet on it.
yeah, he's a crazy dude. He steals the movie. John Daly steals the movie easily.
How is Bad Bunny?
He's really good. I mean, I would say pacing wise, the second half is not as good as the first, but to sit down and watch a movie just to be entertained, you'll laugh 4 or 5 times.
Now, is it better? Is it a better, more enjoyable movie if you've seen the original? Because I never saw the original.
It's not necessary.
No,
But
because here's the reason. The first 5 or 6 Adam Sandler movies, maybe more than that. Yeah, I'll let you in on a little clue, Harry. He's kind of playing Adam Sandler. So if you watched an Adam Sandler movie and have been entertained by it, if you hate Adam Sandler, you're not going to like him.
I'm not a big
he's
fan.
always got the
Although I
same
do
actor.
like Ode to My Car.
You must like The Wedding Singer, though.
But
I liked the original better, quite a lot better. I really did.
but I'm telling you, you'll laugh 5 or 6 times during the movie. It's good.
Oh, well, 5 or 6 times. I laugh more than that watching this.
Hey,
Well, then you should pay.
listen, Russ. Listen, Russ Dawson. Russ Dawson is a fan of. I went to Virginia Commonwealth University. Big supporter of the school, and we have always on average a great basketball team. Russ is a supporter of our arch rivals, the Dayton Flyers, in our conference. Russ, the Siegel Center is like 30 years old or something. It's not new. So, but here's the funny thing. A rich dude named Siegel put up a lot of money. That's why it's called the Siegel Center. For all you people who have not experienced me being doxxed, my last name's Siegel.
I think
I went to a regional NCAA game we were in, and I met Stuart Siegel's the guy's name. I met him, and I go, "Hey, I'm a Siegel too," and he was not impressed by that.
I think Adam Sandler's perfect with his production company. Was it Happy Gilmore, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
The best thing he's done is hooked up with Netflix, and the movies come out on Netflix now.
Well, so here's the deal with Adam Sandler. So even Pauly Shore. Do you want to know the thing about Pauly Shore?
God.
Pauly Shore's movies always made money. The amount of money they spent to make them, he was on a roll with Disney, and they just made money. They kept making money. So because there's always 13-year-old boys, there are always 13-year-old boys. So when Netflix started their streaming service, they found that their most watched movies were the Adam Sandler movies they licensed to show. They were his most watched movies. So they have a ton of data. So they signed a 4-picture deal with Adam Sandler. We're like almost 20 movies later with Netflix. They keep re-signing him to these multiple picture deals. Even in the movie climate we're in now, because they're Netflix's most watched films. So
it's that movie he did that he's in playing the jeweler in the Diamond District was something Gems.
That was okay.
That was intense.
Because
a
it
good
was a
movie.
drama
That's-
and he was acting.
Yeah. But I think Punch Drunk Love is his biggest surprise. I love that
but
movie.
even actually, 2 Adam Sandler movies ago, he made a sort of serious one, The Hustle, where he's a basketball guy. That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
movie.
That was
That
good.
is a good movie.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
when I went to watch Uncut Gems, I thought it was a Shaggott's porno film. I think Jim will get that.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look.
Uncut
He's
Gems.
alive.
Doesn't it sound
Hey.
like it would be a Shaggott's porno film?
Hey, everyone, he's
Okay,
alive.
yeah, okay, all right.
He's alive, everybody. We were feared he was dead, but he's alive.
Okay, Adam Sandler or Will Ferrell?
I'll take Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. But
And I'm not even that big a fan of Will Ferrell. But
Will Ferrell's butt, though.
But I'll tell you, again, the whole
Right.
point is Happy
My
Gilmore
porn star
2.
name is. I'm sorry,
Happy
my porn
Gilmore
star
2
name
is
is
good.
Caesar Locksley.
Okay.
My
Well,
porn star name
if
is
you have
Caesar
Netflix, why not watch it? Stick it on and watch Rob's show while you're, turn the sound off on Rob's show.
No,
and
watch the
Happy
movie.
Gilmore
It's
2.
good. It's good. It's
I'll
fun.
watch it. I'll watch it.
And
I am not a Shaggots.
there must be 30 cameos in that film.
Doesn't he? Never mind. I was going to say something I heard. It'll spoil it. It was great meeting up, even though Mazzy said it didn't count. What didn't?
Hey,
which thing? What didn't count?
The meetup.
Which meetup?
Oh, look, Concert Buddy's here. Are
No,
we
which
sure?
meetup? The LA
Jim,
meetup?
did you have a mental breakdown? I
Did
posted
they
this
rescue him?
comment
I
said
thought he was in
here.
a dumpster. I thought he was in the dumpster.
Hey, I have a question, a music-related documentary question, and I'm serious. I can't get myself to watch it yet, but I hear it's great. It's an ongoing series. Anyone watch the Billy Joel?
Can you
doc?
fucking just tell us the documentary and
I've
stop
heard
building
nothing
Billy
but
Joel.
good things about it.
I've heard good things about it too.
Everybody
on?
raves about
It's
it.
like it's on HBO, and it's a several part thing. It drops every week. I think 2 of the parts are up now. Anyone watch it? I can't get myself to watch it yet.
I don't have HBO. Hello, Angelo.
That's not a euphemism, is it, Angelo?
No, I'm sorry to tell you, Angela, when Chance came to town, he had one demand of Jim: fresh pork. So they ate the pig. Oh, the meetup
Jim.
was at a barbecue.
That's not true. We took a shoulder. That's all. It grows back every year.
Give him a wooden leg.
Yeah.
He'll
You
get
don't need
around.
a pig
Is
jack,
your
you know,
pig circumcised?
It's a
It's
female.
a female,
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
but they removed the wiener. Gary.
But we did eat the Rocky Mountain oysters off the pig.
Mhm.
Billy Joel, that was the loudest concert I ever went to in my life. Billy Joel at the Sports Arena. It was horrible.
I saw Billy Joel, I don't know, 7-8 years ago. He played Dodger Stadium. It was a good show. It was good.
I saw the Billy Joel and Elton John tour. That was good.
They fucked his
I've
sound up.
seen
at the
Elton
Sports Arena.
numerous times. I went to see Elton in Seattle when it was the Key Arena, and I went up the night of the show to buy a ticket. I didn't have a ticket. I went to the ticket window, and the lady says, "I've got one in the front row if you want it, but it's obstructed view." I said, "Sure." And all it was the camera guy would move back and forth with the camera every now and then, but it was great. You walk up the night of the show and get front row.
Hey, Rich, Chance did interview me, and you know what didn't happen? I wasn't unleashed as a negative force on the vinyl community.
Hey, is anyone in the audience? I got a comment. I'm not going to read it all. In that Dead video I did, the show, and everyone telling me a better cover band, if you're calling Dead and Company a cover band in a way. I've heard the name, but I haven't heard Dark Star Orchestra. Apparently, they're really good. Anyone heard of them?
They're supposed to be the best.
They're a dead.
You know, I used to go see a band called Cubensis down in Long Beach. They were so fucking.
So has anyone here seen them? I kind of want to see them now.
I want to see them, and I want to see the Australian Pink Floyd show.
Well, you don't have a live stream where people come and watch you, so I'm bragging. And I don't think I was bragging. I said I saw it and it was a good show. I'm not a big Billy Joel dude. I have the Greatest Hits 1 and 2 or whatever.
The Stranger is a fantastic album.
Greatest Hits 1 and 2. That's all you need.
Ballad of Billy the Kid. What's the one? Found Your Father in the Swimming Pool. Is that the same one?
That's not good.
Question for Roger. Does Dark Star Orchestra do Dark Star for like 30 minutes?
No, they do it for 45.
No.
I have my
The thing is, at least Dark Star Orchestra, my guess is they do it in tune, unlike the Dead.
anyone ever see the Playboy After Dark where the Dead were on?
Yes.
That was pretty
All
good.
those
I
were
had a
great. The
bootleg
Birds,
DVD of it.
the Birds doing the Sweetheart of the Rodeo stuff then, or was
But
it?
the
Easy
Dead
Rider?
dosed the coffee. All those dancers were on acid.
Doug Somm was on that show. Saw that.
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Oh, he was on, but he wasn't on the Dead show.
Hold
No,
on.
he was on Playboy After Dark.
Okay, Elliot. No one knows the answer to this. Just say the album.
Progressive bluegrass band is Billy Joel piano. I don't know. Oh, what is it? It's not Alison Krauss, is it? I don't know.
See, if anyone would know the answer, it might be Mazzy, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I know a lot of that. I don't know as much as he does, but I know a lot about rootsy stuff. Probably more than a lot of other VC players, maybe except for
Damn you, Angelo.
Americana Sam. But I know a lot about that music. Union Station. Was it Union Station? Well, that's
Look.
Alison Krauss's band.
Okay, I'm going to do my Elliot Cruz insult of Angelo Kelly. Listen, Angelo Kelly, if you want to amount to anything here in the US of A, you would play the bluegrass music.
Okay, it seems like he's not coming up, but I did send your link to your show to Mike at the In Groove. I wanted him to come up and talk about his new price stickers that he did his video.
I hate them.
He
has new ones. Did you see his video this morning?
He did a part 2, but you had to be a Patreon to watch it.
I'm not a patron. I watched it this morning.
I clicked on it and said, you have to pay to watch this
Maybe
video.
put it back under, but I watched it this morning. It's 10 minutes.
Hold on. You could do
But I do hate those stickers.
You could do a bluegrass version of your Pee in the Bed song, sort of like ain't gonna pee the bed no more.
Have you got Jen? Ryan, I don't have Jen Addiction's phone number. I don't know her personally. She commented. We've exchanged comments. That's all. And if you've noticed, I noticed this shit. You need to pay attention, Ryan. She has a wedding ring on. Have you noticed that?
What are you talking about?
Jen from her channel is Jen's Addiction.
She's pretty knowledgeable.
I don't know Jen's Addiction.
Attractive woman. She beautiful long red hair, like Bonnie Raitt long red hair type.
Go on.
She knows her music. It's great. I mean, it's too bad we have to. A lot of people talk about women, vinyl community people in a different way. Like,
I only hear you doing that, Mazzy.
I'm trying not to, but I don't know her at all. I've never communicated her directly, aside from comments on her and mine.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Rick's has got it. It's now red and gray.
Listen, Elliot, there's a jug in my bluegrass version of I Ain't Gonna Pee My Bed No More.
You know what? Okay. A good thing. Well, I'm going to show you. Where's it?
Oh, I wish I could make that promise.
I know this is not for everybody, but I think this is an excellent album. And what's great about it, I mean, Harry will appreciate this. You might not like it. That's fine. But it sounds really good. And it's got a lot of vibraphone on it.
Can you hold up the cover?
Yeah. It's got vibraphones on it. So it's kind of the jazzy folk. But it was produced, and Harry would know these guys, by Jerry Yester and Zal Yanofsky.
Oh, yeah.
And Jerry Yester replaced Zal in the Love and Spoonful.
Can you hold up that album cover? Because I want to say something. That picture of him is the way, not that picture, the one on the cover is sort of the look that comes over your face after 5 minutes of a conversation with Mazzy.
Hardy, har.
See you, Roger.
Bye, Roger.
Oh, we haven't talked about the, I think it's a good, I'm
Oh,
going to give Chad kudos on the chess series. We'll see. We haven't heard him yet, but I bet you that's a great series.
It does look like
but
James
there,
Franco.
Mazzy, can you correct me if I'm wrong? There were non-blues artists on Chess Records. Am I correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Is that
Well,
Ed-
Chuck
Well,
Berry
Chuck
was on
Berry.
it. So, and what's his name? Who's the guy that does the one chunk a chunk chunk a chunk chunk?
Bo Diddley? Bo Diddley?
Yeah. It's
What
blues
about-
and R&B rock.
I mean, was Etta James technically the blues? She was a popular artist,
she was
right?
she's on. Well, she wasn't on Chess. She was on. It's part of that series.
Argo?
It's in Argo, exactly.
So are they releasing Argo records?
Well, they're doing that. At last is the
Because
only.
wasn't technically Chess, Argo, and Cadet.
Yeah, and Chess was primarily a singles label. That's why all these except At Last are comps. And it's amazing because a lot of people thought that those tapes got destroyed in the Universal fire, and apparently they didn't. So I think it's great that they're doing them. So we'll see. I applaud Chad when he does these kind of things.
Because there's great jazz titles on Argo and Cadet. You know, I don't think they've reissued those. Yes.
Can I give a shout out for one of my favorite channels that nobody really seems to know?
Is it Harry's Music Room?
Yes. No, it's the Old Goats Vinyl.
I don't know that person.
He's like an old hippie, real long hair, beard, always has a beer, always starts a video with "What a day, huh?" But he's got good content, and he's only got, I don't know, 500 or 600 followers. Check
Can
him
you
out.
have more enthusiasm?
Check him out.
Why don't you send a link to his channel?
I will.
Hey, listen, you moron. Have you been in prison? Is that how come you know what prison looks like?
I've been to jail, but never prison.
So, speaking of the dead, and I know I'm not dumping on the Grateful Dead. I want people to understand I love the Grateful Dead. And I'm going to be doing an interview today. And these kind of won't get a lot of views. It won't be live. I don't do live interviews, but Amelia Davis is Jim Marshall, the photographer, owns the archive and a curator. And this book is coming out, I think, next week or in 2 weeks. Jim Marshall took something like 10,000 pictures of the dead going back to 1965 or 66. And a book of Jim Marshall's photographs. Actually, the afterword is by John Mayer, and I read it, and it was actually well written, but the rest of it is great. All these great pictures. In fact, I've always tried to Where's Waldo? Because this is the picture 1968 on Haight Street. Jim Marshall took. That's the Straight Theater on the left. Used to be called the Haight Theater, and the counterculture took it over and called it the Straight Theater. Trivia about that. The Straight Theater was the first place in America where Magical Mystery Tour was shown because the Beatles sent a print of Magical Mystery Tour to the Straight to benefit the theater, to keep it going. So I am there, Harry, somewhere on my bike around there. I don't know.
The bike rack.
I was.
Where's
That's
the bike
where I
rack?
was. Pardon me?
Where's the bike rack?
There was no bike rack in those days, really. You just tie it to a pole. But I just think I stayed with my bike.
That's an amazing crowd, too.
Yeah, Haight Street.
It's,
and it was
nice that somebody was able to capture that.
That's Jim Marshall. And it wasn't advertised.
Wow.
You know, this is before everything. I mean, I didn't know what was happening. Larry and I were riding, and Danny were riding our bikes to the park and through that. And all these people were going there. So we just rode over there. It was the one I missed that I wish I'd known about. I would have ridden my bike is when Jimi Hendrix played the Panhandle. And
Mazzy, are you lying about crowd size?
I don't say how big it was.
So you never saw Hendrix?
No.
Wow.
And I didn't see the Doors or Hendrix.
Hold on. Let's Elliot Cruz has a ranting comment. John Mayer. I like John Mayer. I don't know anyone who talks about Bruce Hornsby or Hootie or the Blowfish. So is not talking about them getting dumped on? And where are the videos that you see them getting dumped on?
What's Hootie done in the last 30 years?
Well, they got
besides
back
a
together.
country album?
I thought they got back together for a tour.
Did they?
That's what they
And
did.
then he did a cover of Wagon Wheel.
Well, that's the solo, the lead singer.
And I'm actually, was that ever on a 45? Because I believe it or not, I need that record on a 7-inch 45.
Hold on. Elliot, I'm going to try and help you with your channel. I think if you did a video series, bands that get dumped on, that could take off on your channel.
I agree.
You should do a new series called "These Are Bands That I Think Get Dumped On."
We all know that people, despite all the bitching about clickbait titles, they actually seem to work. When I had no idea when I did that Jefferson
Hottie and the
Airplane.
Blowfish, yeah.
I did that Long John Silver video because I think that's their worst album personally, aside from the semi reunion album. And people like to nitpick because I said they did a reunion album in the late '80s. Of course, it didn't have Spencer Dryden and it didn't have, it wasn't no Sidney Anderson. So it wasn't the original. People parse your words. You have to be careful there. But a lot of people didn't like that I used the word crash. Jefferson Airplane crashed. They thought it was almost like disrespectful or something. Like I was dissing the airplane. I fucking love the airplane.
Well, but an airplane crashing, I understand.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't an accident. I use that term.
Hey, someone tune in. Please tune in to my next video series, Why I Hate San Francisco. And pretty much all the videos will be, well, Mazzy said.
You should do that.
Mostly because of Mazzy.
Hold on. This is a good one. Where's Eddie's comment? Too many comments going fast. I should have highlighted it.
Oh, come on. Miracles is not better than Somebody to Love. Get rid of that guy.
No. Here's Elliot's
Angelo
video.
made a joke earlier.
Only you believe like miracles, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh.
Jesse Wolf and Wings.
Actually, Miracles is a good song. Marty Ballin was a good songwriter, so I like Miracles.
I like his voice.
Yeah. So him and Grace together were like great. Except if you you won't be able to unhear this now. Listen to a lot of Marty Ballin songs, especially when he sings live. When he's in the middle of a song, he'll always go, yeah, yeah. He'll say yeah all the time.
I like he had that one solo hit that was good.
He did the album Bodacious.
Is everything all right?
Yeah. Bodacious is an
called
okay
Hearts.
record. Yeah.
Farts?
That's a great song, though. It really is.
Which song? Hearts?
Yeah.
That was written by Jesse Barish.
The Marty Ballin song?
Who
is Jesse Barish?
Jesse Barish was my roommate in Mill Valley. He had a band called Jesse Wolf and Wings. And he was produced by...
Did he sue Paul McCartney?
No, he was produced by the piano player. Anyway.
Elton John?
No, the guy from the South who was...
Leon Russell?
Leon Russell produced his first record.
Were they on Shelter?
Yeah. Anyway, I met him. We were roommates. He lived... And he wasn't doing too well at that time. But he went on to write that song. He wrote Count on Me for Starship.
Oh, okay. Another good song.
Yeah, he wrote a bunch of Starship hits and stuff for Marty Ballin and stuff. He was a talented dude. Took him a while to kick in.
They did some good albums and they did some shitty albums. So
who?
Starship?
Well, they became
whatever you want to call them.
I don't think they did any good albums.
Hold on. Yes, they did. Hold on.
Dragonfly, Red
all the various.
That
song Sarah's good. Jane is good.
But it was a different thing. It was a different thing. It was a different vibe. Mickey Thomas and Grace. I mean, what about the theme from Mannequin?
I never liked any of that shit.
Well, Marty Ballin. This is weird. No, Paul Kantner and Sidney Anderson, the original singer of the Airplane, died on exactly the same day. That's kind of weird.
Didn't Marty Ballin have health issues for a lot of
I think he moved to Florida. I was at a shoot. Michelle photographed. Do you remember a terrible album, a one-off KBC band Cantner, Ballin, Cassidy did a record, and Michelle photographed them for Rolling Stone, and they came to the studio at 10 in the morning, and Paul Cantner says, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" And he hands me like a 20 or whatever it was. Can you get me a bottle of vodka anywhere? So I went and brought a bottle of vodka to Paul Cantner at 10 a.m.
And Mazzy will help you out if you have alcohol.
I was a gopher for Paul Cantner. But those guys were great. Paul Cantner, Jack Cassidy. And it was funny that it wasn't Yorma, and that, it was Cantner, Ballin. It's not a very good album. With the big KBC on the cover, red cover, yellow paint.
Yeah.
I'm a big Hot Tuna fan, though. I
Hot Tuna is great.
Hot Tuna. Seen them 10 times.
Hot
electric and
this
acoustic.
is surprising. A Hot Tuna concert at Winterland was actually the loudest concert I ever went to. Louder than Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin. It was weird that it was so loud compared to everyone else.
Where did they get that name from?
Hot Tuna?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they were being nasty, and I don't know.
But the first live album,
reference?
the live album recorded in Berkeley is excellent.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So is like the first 5 records.
Yeah, Burgers and yeah. I agree.
This is a show that I went to that I didn't record this one, but my good friend did. This is Hot Tuna at the Crystal Ballroom in Seattle.
Wow.
We
Is
made
that a bootleg or is that real?
No, it's a bootleg because we recorded the show, and then my friend did all the artwork and made the
What is
great show? It was a great show.
My favorite part of that CD, Harry, is Harry saying, "Hey, where's the restroom?"
Okay, I'm missing something. What is MBV? Herc is asking. If I ever saw MBV.
So Oak and Shield. I know
who John Peel was, Rich. I just didn't know about an auction. I know John Peel. I read it. I have his big book, or the book about his radio shows.
I saw Hot Tuna in the early 70s at the Lions Share in San Anselmo. And they had just come back. They just come back from Sweden where they were speed skating. Their hair was short.
That was a cool little club.
Great show.
Hey.
My loudest show was John Fogerty.
Did you ever go to the Catalyst in Santa Cruz, or I think they're still there. What's the one up in Katati? Into the Beginning in Katati.
I never went up there, but I heard of it. Maybe I did.
I saw Gene Clark up there, I remember.
Went to the place in
You Can Make Me
Oakland
Small
all the
Rob.
time.
Oh, My Bloody Valentine. I never saw them live. Sorry. I never saw Bloody Valentine live.
Hey, Rich, do you work for the estate of John Peel?
I do like Mickey Thomas on that Elvin Bishop record, Fooled Around and Fell in Love. I like that.
I heard John Peel's autographed, John Lennon autographed record that belonged to John Peel that's for sale right now.
I'll go for something.
Did you guys take chance to Bagatelle?
Bag of Smell?
Yeah.
Always.
He was too far away for him.
Hey, you guys didn't take me to the record recycler or whatever the hell it's called.
You mean the record collector?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to take you to the good
Hold
places.
Hold on. Let me go on a little rant against Harry right now. You couldn't even handle Bagatelle. You think you could handle
I know, but I wanted the experience.
Oh, you would have gotten the full, you would have been thrown out so fucking fast, Harry.
Hey, let me do an imitation of Harry going to the record collector. Hey, what's your name? It's Harry. No Harrys are allowed in here. Get the fuck out of my store.
Get out
How the
now.
hell do you
Harry,
have a record store that you don't let people browse?
Harry, what are you looking for? I don't know. Get out. Get out.
I bet he takes credit cards though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he'll take a credit card for a $20 record that he's selling for $40.
How does a guy like that stay in business?
He has the records.
He owns the building.
Yeah, and he owns the building. What can I tell you? He's been doing it forever, man. He's been doing it forever since I
What's he
was a
gonna do
kid.
when his little assistant is no longer with him?
Henry. Yes.
That guy will outlast him.
Is that like his Igor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
The
Yes,
dude,
master.
I told the story.
Renfield.
He climbed up on a ladder, and I was like going like this underneath him, thinking he was.
You were just touching his butt. Come
Are
on.
you really going to catch him if he falls?
Well, let's have a.
Catch me
Hey,
now,
next time I
I'm
see you in
falling.
person, Mazzy, let's do a trust fall.
It is a hobby for the guy. He would blow his brains out if he didn't have that to do every day.
You know, okay. Has anyone else noticed this? Rob is much happier and upbeat and not as confrontational when he's not in his own place. There must be some mold issue in his own place. He's like
That's
he's
weird. I haven't
smiling
noticed
this
that.
morning.
Well, first of all, fuck you, Mazzy. Second of all, I'm not surrounded by records everywhere.
I know. I think you have a mold issue in your house, and it's
I was
getting
going
in
to
your.
say it's probably
It's called,
the
listen, it's asbestos,
disgust.
okay?
Did you say
So-
mole or mold?
Well, both probably in his place.
Hey, Mazzy, it doesn't have to be that I'm streaming 3 hours later than I normally do.
That
Oh,
could
that's
be.
true.
You just seem so. Your disposition is so.
You should have started the stream at 4 a.m. our time.
Yeah. 4 a.m. Pacific.
Listen, you're just lucky I wasn't in LA while you were visiting.
I just, I just miss that reach back to get that coffee
That cold
and that like
cup of
rat's ass
milk
60-year-old
with
Paco poster on the wall.
milk
Hey.
with fake sugar in it.
Hold on. Get all your shit out of you. You have 3 more minutes to bash me. All right.
It would have been funny if he did bring the poster with him.
And Dan B, hold on. Unfortunately, Dan B, all those pills have nothing to do with any mental drug. They're all have to do with the inner organs working correctly.
But we notice you got your lighting better. You're not shooting into the window today. Which is good.
Right. I listened to the people and made a change.
Very good. See, you're listening to the people. You're responding. You're smiling. This is the new Rob.
Yeah, you're so less
Look
crabby.
at that smile. Look
What
at
he
that
actually
smile.
did was we were a test stream, and then he took the information after the stream and he made adjustments.
And tune in based on information I gathered today. On Thursday, we'll be talking about John Mayer, Hootie and the Blowfish.
Uh,
know what we should do. We should do. We can't. They're not doing live streams. This Grateful Dead.
That's it,
weekend.
Rich. You got it.
I think one of the days. Am I right about this? You deadheads or you company heads, I should say. They're doing an IMAX live stream of one of the shows? Is that correct? Somewhere in some cities, limited. I mean, you got to sit through what 4 or 5 hours of IMAX. That should be. Are they doing a pay-per-view of the weekend company shows too? I don't know.
Don't know.
Are they live streaming any of it?
That's what I'm just fucking saying. Jesus.
pay-per-viewing it.
You know what they should do? They should somehow broadcast it so people could watch it.
You know, nothing would be more better than watching them live stream it with Elliot Cruz in a little box underneath explaining.
You know, that would be a good thing. At least do I know nothing's free these days. And again, I'm not stupid about making money. I know Michael's watching here. Poetry made a smart comment, but the point is, I understand that people have to make money and you got to charge for things. And a lot of people felt I was saying that the bands shouldn't get paid. On the contrary, a corporate sponsor would pay the bands, pay the crew, pay everyone.
And they could
maybe
write
the
it off.
logistical concern. Pardon me?
And they could write it off as an expense.
Well, exactly. All the acts that play Hardly Strictly Bluegrass, Hardly Strictly acts are paid to perform, but it's free for the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, every city, big city has a summer concert series, Chicago, LA, whatever, and those bands get paid, but the people go and watch them for free. Now, I know a Dead thing is larger in Golden Gate
We
Park.
don't have no free shit here in LA.
Oh, I bet you do.
Hold on. I'm
You get to
correcting.
go see.
No, Jim, you're 100% wrong. They do during the summer free concerts in Pershing Square all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, and with
Nobody
actually
goes to that.
named acts. So they
Nobody
do.
goes there. It's too crowded.
You know, I remember back, Valancourt Plaza by the Embarcadero, San Francisco, by the Hyatt Regency, that big, ugly kind of sculpture, water sculpture thing. U2 played there, and there's a famous concert, and the city got pissed off because during the show, Bono climbs up on that and spray paints on this art piece. They paid for getting it clean, but there was a free concert at U2, and U2 was huge then. And it was, I think, K-Fog or one of the stations sponsored it. But obviously they had corporate sponsors. I'm sure YouTube didn't get paid, but they did it for free because they were playing another thing. You know, it happens all the time. Santa Cruz does their summer concert series. You know.
K-Pig.
Okay. All right, everyone. Here's the deal. Come back Thursday. I'll live stream.
4 a.m.
And everyone,
Good morning. Good
morning. I'll show records because I'm going out today and tomorrow to find records. Okay.
All right.
And if anyone's in DC wants to meet up, let me know.
Whatnot tomorrow. Don't forget.
Oh, killer.
4 o'clock for
Happy trails,
Mazzy.
folks.
5:30 for me.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
See you.